Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Aries. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. So, Aries. First of all, I want you to know that you are going to go through some difficulties, but it's temporary, okay? It's not going to last. It is going to clear up. And for those of you, for those of you who are not yet in this difficult situation, then you could very well avoid it by looking at the foundation and working on those cracks that are in the foundation. Okay, doing that, you could avoid this heartbreak. Okay, but for whoever this is happening to, it is temporary. Okay, what happens is the tower will come in when you're when you keep pushing something off that you really know you need to do. Then the tower will come in, and it makes it much, much harder. And that's what's going to happen to some, not to all, but to some that have been pushing something off. And if you have been pushing something off and you haven't experienced this tower yet, then maybe you need to take care of these things and not put them off, and work on those cracks in the foundation to reinforce, to make the relationship stronger. Somebody's going to go to the extreme. That's what's going to happen. Okay, so you're going to, with the fly here, it does indicate that there is a period where a relationship, the health of a relationship will suffer. Okay, but it is temporary. Okay, things will not always be this way or that way. Depends where you are in the energy, because a change is coming. A change is coming, and that is reinforced here with the moon here. Okay, changes in your life. Something is changing. Okay, you need to prepare to adjust either way, whether you are currently in this energy or whether you you resonate with this. And you feel that this could happen, then you need to prepare to make these adjustments so that you can avoid that tower coming in. Here we have somebody who did not follow their intuition. Okay, they didn't listen to their intuition. Had they trusted in their intuition, then they could have avoided this tower. It's the times when you don't listen to your intuition that you make your greatest mistakes. And I feel like it's almost like, for some of you, it is a warning to listen to your intuition, especially that the moon is also here. Somebody will go to the extreme. It's going to cause a lot of heartbreak and confusion if it is allowed to get to that point. Okay, here we have them going to the extreme. But we see also that it is temporary, because we do see that they may realize that they lost more than they bargained for. Okay, so there's that woe is me energy. It kind of builds up to a point where it like culminates. So because this talks to really intense feelings. Okay, but I feel like they don't want to end it. They don't want to walk out, but they do. I feel like this person walks out. They go to the extreme on something here, and I feel like they walk out. Somebody behaves stupidly, and I feel like they will come back to apologize, because it feels like you are the one for them, and they do want to heal this, and they are going to come back and apologize for having hurt you. Okay, this is it. This is them putting their hand up saying, I'm guilty. I did this. All right. But I mean, there could be a but in there. The hand is up, and the other one is explaining also. See how the hands go? if you look at the hands, it does say a lot how these two people are expressing themselves. So although, yes, I'm guilty of this action, here's why I did this. I mean, so there could be an explanation coming up for this behavior, for this action that they took. Aries. Um, it feels like your card has come out, see? But it's in the reverse. So, and I mean, typically in the upright, this is you maybe being stubborn about something, or it could be feeling driven, going after what you want, In the reverse, maybe it's like you're very uncomfortable in this situation because it could feel like you're out of control. So when it comes to this situation, so you could be feeling very frustrated here. You may want to help the situation or seek help for this situation. There are problems to be resolved. There are problems to be resolved here, and you should not put them off. Okay? You should not put this off. We see that you're in the Nine of Swords energy, so you're feeling very frustrated because you may have given a lot, or you feel like you've given a lot, but it didn't work. It failed. You took a fall here. So there are clearly problems in the relationship, maybe that you weren't willing to look at, or that they were not revealing, Like, I mean, there's two sides to every story. And so, that kind of takes me back to this Justice card, where you're both having your say here. You're both saying, well, I did it, but this is why, and the other one's saying, well, he hurt me and he did this. So I feel like there's two sides. Really, neither one of you want to fight. You don't want to fight. Somebody is going to extend the olive branch here, and I think that the truth is finally going to come out here. Yeah, see, look, King of Cups here. He's been keeping his true feelings hidden. And so he has not been, I feel like he's not been opening up emotionally when it comes to what his issues were with the relationship. So we have this Scorpio card in the reverse. Well, that's somebody you're probably very deep in thought, or they are, over the Ace of Cups reverse. So over this breakup, somebody could be feeling emotionally drained, frustrated, unhappy. There was a loss. And I feel like emotionally, especially the moon is crossing over this Nine of Cups. This really is pulling at them emotionally. The Emperor is in the reverse, Eastern Emperor. So this could be somebody who just suddenly decided to rebel. Things weren't going their way. They got very frustrated, and they just went to the extreme. That could very possibly be what happened. And you could be emotionally drained by all of this, and you could be questioning why they did this because you're not aware of what the issues were. Remember, they would have kept all of that inside, So you could be questioning why they did this, since they weren't opening up to you emotionally. You couldn't know. And what their next move is going to be. This is somebody who it can feel, in the reverse like this, can feel unpredictable. Okay? This person doesn't follow the rules, or doesn't take the traditional route, or isn't. This is somebody very challenging, or they can be very challenging for you. And so the challenge here is to you have the Nine of Cups and the Moon is to prepare to make these adjustments to overcome the difficulties, because the Moon is here is about preparing to adjust. Um, Something is changing in your life. Something is changing in this relationship, and you need to prepare to adjust with the Nine of Cups on its side to overcome the difficulties. The Nine of Cups is about uh, overcoming difficulties, proceeding to the next chapter, the next stage. It's about progress. It's about gain. It can be the deepening of emotions. When it's reversed, you're looking at somebody who feels like they're unable to proceed with something. They are emotionally stuck. And so I feel like with the Moon here, something is changing. You need to kind of go with this flow. You need to prepare. You need to make these adjustments as they come. So it's interesting. The Six of Coins is about giving and receiving, and then I have this Queen of Wands. This would be you. Um, it could be that you have a lot of things on your plate or a lot of things on your mind right now. This is them right in between these two Queen of Wands. Yeah, so you have a lot of things on your mind. You have the Nine of Swords on your back here. Um, they're leaving you. It's a mystery. I mean, you just can't figure it out. And you can't figure it out because, I mean, that's part of the problem. The problem is they didn't open up. There were communication between the two of you. I mean, there's two sides to every story, like I said. So they have their story about why they're doing this. Maybe they felt they couldn't open up. Ultimately, there is a communication problem. But I don't feel like this is over, because you can clearly see that they were hiding the truth when they left. They didn't want you to know how they were hurting. They didn't want you to know what was really in their heart. This person still loves you. And I feel like they don't want this fight. And I feel like they indeed are going to come back. And you're going to lay everything out on the table, the two of you. It's what you need to do. They don't want to fight. They're going to extend the olive branch. Okay? This situation is indeed a temporary one, but a necessary one, really, because this is going to bring to the surface what needed to be fixed, and that's really what the Tower is about. It shakes things up and it tears things down so that you can rebuild new, stronger. And that's what you'll do. That's what you'll do. We have an agreement taking place right here. New promises. One of you may also get advice from someone. Okay? So, that is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.